This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Good morning. This is Fatty Hemsey. It's 8:50 a.m. On Wednesday, 24th of the March 2020. We'll have another Wednesday in March. That will be next week, the last day of the March. Okay. And then, of course, the second would be non-farm payroll, which is a Friday. By the way, that's today in the afternoon. I will get my second shot on Pfizer. I've had no reaction so far. I've had a little bit of cold, but usually this is allergy time too. So, as a matter of fact, test was I used a Flonase and it went away. So it's maybe more of allergy reactive. But I'm not usually don't have any reactions from that from allergy either. But oh well. All right, let's get it started. Housekeeping, a little bit behind emails. Meeting yesterday didn't go too well. The laptop was not fully optimized. We are getting updates on TraceStation, so you may want to check what version you're in. Oh, it's 52, Jack. Ah, it's 52. Okay, that's under help about. Okay, so for you guys on this screen, there we go. TCM. You go to help about. So they did go to 52. There was a minor change. It just came out. Now the machines are updating. Okay, right. And that's probably what was on the laptop. Okay. They are not having. They're having some issue with auto update on Windows 10. So I had to remove and reinstall. That's why I lost some of the indicators. I'll have to bring it to another machine. I don't lose anything, but I mean, the encrypted versions on a laptop, which has to be, is getting transferred over today. And we're going to reschedule that. This was a very, very high-end VIP guy. He ran a major exchange. Okay. It won't take prisoners, but he was very gentle and kind, and he understood. And he said, "Listen, I know you're very, very busy and crazy, but I'm glad we could sit down. Don't worry about it. Let's just do it in a couple of days." So now this afternoon we're going to do it. We found also these. I say this. These are housekeeping, but are crucial. You understand what I go through. We found a single point of failure. As you know, when you're in a combat environment, that's the key thing. That's where we spend probably most of our time. Or at Black Projects at Northrop, specifically the stealth bomber. We found a single point of failure here. There's a contractor is coming here this afternoon after 4:30 to remedy it. Right now, I've jury rig it with extra wiring and so forth, but it's not long term. It's not buttoned down. We got to do that, and that'll be done. It has to do with where Comcast for Business comes in and goes through all the 8 rooms here, and that was causing the problem. So I'll leave it at that. All right. Okay, let's go to first thing that we're going to talk to after we're done with housekeeping is economic calendar. This is the 4th week of the month, and as you know, it's data driven and very data intensive. Now, yesterday I asked you guys what's happening in the market. Talk to me. We're all part of a team. We work. We help each other. We interact. We chat. We share. I know a few of you are very, very good at that. I appreciate what you guys do. Well, we missed something yesterday. The downdraft we got on ES. Let me bring that screen over. Was from what our top two Treasury and Fed guys were doing, or Fed person, Powell and Yellen. Remember, I asked about this area. I said, "This is awful. Something is wrong. We have 75% to come to this, 50% to come to that." I went all the way to here. I don't know what that percentage is. Johnny would know, but statistically. But we came down all the way down here. I was ready to go to 4th level. Let me see if we hit 4th or not. This is IB levels. Yeah, this is crucial. Look how they go down to that point. Okay, let's put this back on. Okay, yeah, look at that. The actual, the W, you have to flush out. The W, this is one you want to buy, not that one. Was right down there to the 38.90. So that was from comments that the economy is not where you think it is yet. And of course, the economy is not the market. So that was a problem. All right. So let's pay closer view to the news. Durable goods came in this morning at 8:30. That's a red report. Remember, that's important. Oh boy. Okay. So 12.1 negative versus a 0.8 consensus, and a 3.5 revised for prior months. For that would be for January. X transportation 1.6, that also missed. Core capital goods month to month again. This missed too. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. These are long lead items. If we're not getting orders on these, we're not ready to come out yet. Yeah. The problem is also AstraZeneca. That's a fiasco on their PR and their data. Fauci avoided that. He's the ones around controversy. I understand his orders. The FDA has to look at it, and also we got hit on the oil. We got hit on the airlines. All of that because I don't think we're out of the woods. We have a lot of and the resurgence of COVID. This is not easy, guys. You know, this is not going to go away with like a miracle, like the other guy tried to tell us. But then again, he lied to 74 million people too. So, and now see what Sidney Powell said. Oh, no reasonable person should took my words for real. Okay. When the $1 billion lawsuit comes in, that's what your answer is. Oh boy. All right. Who is speaking today? We have Market is speaking. He is at Richmond Fed. Okay, that's at 8:50. He's already started that, or started getting at the podium now. We have PMI composite. Take a look at that. We have Powell again at 10. Hold on. This is very much expecting to be in line. This is at 9:45. Okay, what else do we have today? Quickly, obviously EAI. Not worried about that. Williams is New York Fed, as we know. Daily is San Francisco. Yeah, and then our very own Charlie Evans, who follows Tico on Twitter, from Chicago. Tomorrow, GDP, jobless claims, both crucial. Tomorrow crucial. Williams talks at 5:30, so he should be out of town. No, he's going to listen to about 5:30. Clarida is a vice chair. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Williams is San Fran. Manufacturing days, it's a black report. Not. Charlie Evans, Bostic is Atlanta, and then San Francisco, Mary Daly. Okay, and then Friday, trade is important. That's just the trade balance. We've been in a hole, not very good. I think it's going to get worse a little bit before it gets better. Why? China is moving faster. Remember, they don't care about personal freedoms and this and that. You wear a mask, man. Otherwise, you go to jail. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is you come out of the house, wear a mask. That's what we should do. National emergency. That's the order. Don't even give a damn what governors think. Who cares what the governors think? Yeah, this is a national emergency. Personal income. Let's take a look at it at 8:30 also. But I think for Friday, what's important? Straight goods. Okay. Wholesale inventory. Not interested. Yes. Consumer sentiment. I am interested. That's what we'll take a look. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, we have 83. I don't worry about this. I don't know what the number is going to be, but I wonder what the priors are. Okay, it's 83. All right, not very good. It's all right, but not very good. But given where we are, though, probably we should be happy. Yeah. Let's go to PMT charts quickly. All right, timer chart. Now, what held us in was a 0.6, the 20 bar, that yellow line. We came tested, we bounced back, we went back up nicely on the Monday, and then reversed totally yesterday. But that's our support, 38.92. I would keep an eye on 38.92. Right now, overnight, where are we? We're up 14, which is very respectable for ES. 76 on NQ. All right, I hear it. Okay, I hear you. All right, 160 negative. Possible bounce, yes. Is it a launch pad mode? No. We need about 300 negative. 275 negative. We're not there yet. Okay. I don't want it to go down. I was still long with Time Digest from back here. So, but I don't. And by the way, Time Digest is not active yet. Still, they're not tracking anything. Not that I know of. But we're sending in our signals to them, though. If any change of signal, they get a copy. The other problem that really bothers me is NASDAQ. Take a look. This pattern is not good. Coming below, going back up once, twice, cannot punch through. This could be woof. This could be woof. Okay. The next thing you know, it could be at 11,000, let's say 12,000 area, because it's going to move up as we move forward. That's just how the moving averages work. So maybe around 12,000 support. That's 1,000 points on The Nasdaq, that's what 8%, something around that. So that's huge. 1,000 out of 13. Yeah, is it? Is it 7? A little bit over 7, almost 8%. Yeah. So, and it's at 206 already. So maybe a little bit oversold. Maybe it'll come back. Breath Trust is not good at 49. We could be getting a negative right there. If you see it, negative CI diff here. The CIs are about to cross. So today and tomorrow probably going to be very, very crucial. Yeah. Now, if we set up a low, if this is supposed to be a low, given that we have a 6 down 12 volume, we haven't had one of these in a while. So let's pay attention here. Down 12 volume, down 12 is 6.24. That's pretty decent. Okay. Now, if this is supposed to be a low, it's not the tradable low, in my opinion. Was this the tradable low? Is this a test of that? It could be. When was that? That's 225. So that's about a month ago. Yeah, that could be. This could be, but it's very close. Yeah, no, so this is much higher. No, that's not it. That's not it. No, forget it. This is not a diversion. Why? This is too high. Yeah. Had to be this area with a lower value, and these values are too close. What was this value? 6.58. Yeah, no. What we need is a retest of the lows of this low, somewhere in here, further out, with a much lower reading of down 12 volume. Okay, so this could be a benchmark. This would be a peg, if you will, not a benchmark, but a peg. Yeah, of 6.2 as we move forward. So those of you guys who watch this, down 12 volume, I suggest you do that daily, just to see where we are. That could set up a retracement up. So for me now, if that's the case, remember, I look at it just like what you guys do, fresh, unaltered, and not scripted. I don't do scripted talk. So you get some errors there, mistakes, but it's natural and original. So my thinking now is, hey, I got to pay attention to this then. What am I doing? Why am I doing long here? I'm long from down here. I've got some profit here. Let's book it. So in a day or two, it's probably a decision point for me, maybe including today, of changing my bias. I'll just go to neutral. I wouldn't short the market, but I would go neutral. Wait for a pullback, because I think this is telling me we got a leg here, and of course this would be a very big info into that. If not, right, there's a correlation between the two. There's some names that are shared. These are market cap driven. Market cap calculations favors the big players. We have a lot of in common. So this could pull itself down. It becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy on ES or SPX. This pattern is ominous. You're just coming in, not be able to hang out on 50 bar, then wants to go test 20 then. That's what I see. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but there's a probability of, I would say, 15-20% chance that will be where we'll be heading. Yeah. All right. Moving forward. Detrenders. Okay. Not making new high there. I understand. Neither is this one. This is pulled back. This was the story yesterday, RTY. Why? A lot of companies that would help us on a comeback for the economy are smaller caps. So small caps names, Russell 2000. They were, as a matter of fact, Peter Cook. I don't know if you guys watching me in the chat room or not. He's a one heck of a data absorber. I'm not saying he's trading all of that. No, he can't be. But he's a sponge. He's our sponge. He gets it. He watches a lot of stuff. I remember a couple of comments from him yesterday on RTY, which is the futures for Russell. And look what we got. Almost 4%. This is nasty. Now, I talked with Admiral last night. He runs in Biotech Fund. And I said, what's going on? He goes, they just killed it. They just killed everybody yesterday in terms of biotechs. Our stock that we were in, I don't trade stocks, but this is a number of my number of my affiliates, that is friends and family, that I informally advise. I don't charge. This has nothing to do with me. It's just hey, this is my portfolio. What do you think? Occasionally, I may share a special situation. VXRT. That's Victor X-ray Romeo Tango. I'm not saying you guys should get into that, but and yesterday it took a beating. Why? Pfizer's, they're in the business of doing pill for COVID. Remember, we have 8 billion people out there. Not everybody can afford Pfizer. Pfizer seems to me is the best one out there. From efficacy, the no reactions, that kind of stuff. These are inexpensive pills. You can put it on shelves. Shelf life is good. It's just, the pharmacist will give you. And it's dirt cheap. That's it. Now, yesterday, Pfizer announced they're looking into doing a pill. And of course, with the AstraZeneca mess, all the COVID names were under pressure yesterday, and the biotechs in general. And there's also talk about cost controls. That's the problem with biotech. It's all cost control issues, whether you have the Republican government in charge or a Democratic government. So, yes, they were victim of that. Nasdaq again, you see same pattern there. Now, what are we doing here on our scoring count of number of DTs? We have 2 now negative. 1, 2. Okay. These are correlated. Yeah, it makes sense. They're both negative. SPX could go negative shortly on the 50. The 200 is too far up. That's 11%. That's a long way, but this is 1%. You can drop, you can cross that. So, and if these two pull up fastest, then that game, that scenario is over. So that's the detrender for you. SP1 Mobile. Excuse me. Just went to a sell last night. Okay. The daily model went to a sell. This is a mechanical model. Okay. Went to a sell. So we're long and short now. Long weekly, short daily. Okay. And no new highs. Already made a 110, 120 area. New highs. When was this? On the 8th of March. Yeah. So this may be dictating. That's not high enough. I want to see 140, 160, but you can't go by that. You can't just say it has to be this level. Market does funny things to your head. But normally a month after this, you could see a low, month and a half after this. So 2 months after that. So somewhere after we're going to have a trouble forward, I think. It's just you're getting these black clouds over the horizon, if you will. Hey, black is beautiful. Don't get me there. Yeah, don't go there. Exactly. Okay, now, SP1. Cross the +1 sigma. It's below that. It's above 0. Momo is -3, 2.8 negative. So, yeah, we have a negative pressure. We're having head-on winds now, and we're having headwinds now. Not easy. What was it before? Before was you had wind on your tails and was just really moving far. Or we're going to the other side now. Okay, just be a little bit on the careful side. VIX is again, VIX is mute either way. Go figure. Oh, I'm sorry. This is today. I'm sorry. That's today. Remember, this is the only one in this chart. That's today. Yeah, this is the last part. So this was yesterday. We went up, but it was still inside day cover the day before, which was onto a downside. Again, we're too high up on the walls for where we are in the stock market. So that kind of worries me. There was a huge drop. Oh, this is the wrong symbol, Jack. Hold on, because I know oil sold quite a bit. Hold on. I'll look at the oil ETF chart. Yes, that was huge. Yeah. We're on May contract now. Is it K? Sorry, I've changed it on some other machines, but remember, I run multiple copies of these just out of safety. Yes. This is this morning. This was yesterday. It was a big drop. Yeah. The $66 oil is over. Hey, I put some gas in last night. It was $70. That's not cheap. For a tank that would never be past 50, 52 bucks. I hardly drive, so I don't have too many data points, but that's what goes by my memory. But we dropped quite a bit yesterday. It looks like it come back a little bit today. All right. Yeah, we're not dropping. Okay, this is central lines of fair value. We're not dropping kind of on the walls. Walls you get a little bit lower. I don't think we're going to be out of there until we get to maybe 250, 300 immunizations. I'm not sure we're going to hit to 300 because you got the naysayers, but maybe 250. Yeah. At some point, I would make that a rule too. Remember, I'm very autocratic. I do believe in freedom and democracy and all that, but not always want to practice it. Certain things don't apply. In my ward doesn't apply. I would mandate that you have to get shots. You get it, man. Everybody. This is a serious issue. Otherwise, the economy will linger on for a long time. You'll see. Because the variants will come in. The science is trying to clean us, isn't it? Did you see that? Clean our thinking that, hey, what are we doing wrong? All right. A warning a couple of days ago on this SKEW, we talked about it at 3 Sigma. As a matter of fact, over the weekend, I had a slew of you guys texting me back and forth. I appreciate that. Nothing wrong with that. If I can, by the way, when I don't get back to you on a text, I'm not ignoring you. It's just I'll get to you as soon as I can. So, it was a 3 Sigma, and it was 150. Okay, very close to the 148. Very close to the design limit. Yes, I know this all-time high. At one point, we went over that. That was in August of 2018, and you saw what happened 2 months later. It was a wholesale markdowns of the assets into Christmas Eve. That was a horrible 2.5 months. Except you followed Admiral Tico and you were short. That's the only exception. But that's how he ranked that year. He just killed it. But anyhow, that set up this line, all-time high. What does this say? And we got this in December, and we warned you about March. We did drop some, but this is not huge to me. That's not what I was looking for. So I think another leg is coming, but it's not now. This is a forward look. This is a tail risk of the SPX put options by the big boys. SPX, not SPY, not mom and pops. Mom and pops don't move the market. Whales do. That's that signal. I suspect now, looking at the calendar, we're looking for May. May should be a problem. Okay, and would be because of the recurrence of that. I would suspect that if we stay here and tick up, then you got a little bit bigger drop than this in front of you. I'm still bullish on the economy long term, but short term we have these bumps. Yeah, part of it is also we got asset values are too high. Look at the PEs. I'm not a fundy. I'm not a fundy guy, but you just hear it. You read. I at night I go through Bloomberg, Wall Street Journal, a little bit of the business section of Washington Post and New York Times, just see what they're up to. You got to read both sides, and that's the stuff that comes up, especially and then I get a lot of text and all that for people to look at. The fundy stuff shows up. You can't avoid it. All right. Okay. This is live. This is ESM21. So is this. This is a VX spread. So we're running 3 months forward. We just went to expiration. So next lead would be April. March is done. So long April, short July. That's the spread. 372. As you know, if we get to zero, if this kicks up and go to zero, that's the bottom. Fairly neutral here. And you notice when we went up, this dropped. So if we keep on dropping, then we're going to go up a little bit more. When we hit the bottom, the zero line, the bottom of the asset price, this should hit around zero. So we are very, we're the demilitarized zone. We're the DMZ here. We're not too high. We're not too low. You can tell from the range. So no signal here, in my opinion. Okay. All right. SP2, my favorite indicator. Oh, there's another one too, but that's part of a TCM. It's on a different machine. It's not even here. I did revive another indicator from the old code. You have no idea to get it. And so it would not even run on this version of TradeStation. I had to, they say it's backward compatible, but it's not always. Had to do some modification, but it's one of my darlings. That has to do with the dots. Yeah. Long story short, this is my second favorite indicator, SP2. And we have a 44 reading. Neutral also. 25 is a buy, 75 is a sell. Below, definitely on the downside, 25 or lower is a definite buy. Not so at 75. Again, tops is not easy to make tops. Tops could go several months. Look at the top. several times before you see a bottom. Bottoms are very decisive, always have. So why? Fear versus greed. When we have greed, we're complacent. Fear, you're watching everything. Rendezvous point, missed. Okay. This is the last on the point we had this year. This is telling me we should gonna still go back up. So we'll see. Conflictive indicators a little bit, that's normal. They're not looking at the same thing. So sometimes they're not gonna all say the same thing either. So what I do is called preponderance of evidence. So it's a civil court, not criminal court. Okay, it's not beyond reasonable doubt. Not gonna happen, not in the market. It's a preponderance of evidence. For you guys are in with a law background. Treasuries, all right. Okay, remember the front end of the curve, the Fed can manipulate it. They know what Treasury needs are. They'll be buying most of the Treasuries. Listen, the Fed has been investing in us. Okay, whatever Fed is, let's not get into what Fed is. But whatever Fed is, maybe just a printing press, is investing in us. But by a huge amount. This is the front end. They can control this. This is what they have to buy. They have to buy, and this is causing issues. Here's your cars, houses, insurance. That's what it is. Insurance companies. Long-term assets, medium-term assets like houses, and these are short-term assets like cars. That's how you pick the interest rates, so the implied rates. So we have 0.8, 1.6, and 2.4 almost. This is meaningless. I mean, the inflation is more than this. So they're still giving you money. Yeah. Okay, we're done there. Let's see. Let's go to this one. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. Okay. All right. I saw a message that says audio not connected. You guys can hear me, right? Just let me know. That's what I checked. Let me take this out. Okay. Now, we head up a tiny bit up. Here under the scoring indicator, which is 200 number of S&P stocks as a percentage above 200 day. So scoring indicator, you can get it on stockcharts.com, and this is the symbol you want: $ Sierra Papa X-ray Alpha 200 Romeo. Okay, and then you have to manipulate, but you have a chart so you can manipulate. You can do what you like. They should give you 10 and 20. I like 20 and 50 day. A little bit wider because over the years I've trained my eyes what to look for on separation of these two lines as a early warning which should go. Okay, so we again we have classical bearish divergence. We always have with this indicator. That is high, new highs, and slightly lower, and then it gives in. Boom. We fell into that. Now it's coming back up. At 89 bucks, 89%, we're on the upper, obviously on the upper limits. But I don't see a signal here. There's no divergence yet. Other than I have to be cautious when you get to, but we've been that way since December. We've been up there, and we still get risen. When you get up there, you got to be cautious. But remember William O'Neill, the growth companies is that they keep on making new highs. That's how it becomes growth companies, and scares away the average guy who doesn't know what to look for. And the smart money holds the position. Now, smart money may have come in much earlier. That's a different subject. How do they get in and so forth? So, but what I'm saying is that this should not be alarming if we have a growth in mind. If we sign the growth are at question, then this number won't be there anyway. This may be roll over fast because market will react to that. Why? There's a lot of air up here. This is a big air pocket underneath. Yeah. So, yeah. We're going by trust and conviction and all that. You take one of those pillars away, it's House of Cards. Be careful. I will still be long, but I would question what I'm doing. If you see some Bauer stocks in your portfolio, take half out immediately. Yeah, take the opportunity, take half out for now. Okay. Next. Okay, so we've done housekeeping, econ calendar, PMT. Let's see what we've done overnight. Here's the overnight. There we go. Okay. We're up 13, let's say 14, same as before. This is 30 minutes. I like to look at the stocks. I mean, the indices at 30 minutes. A lot of professionals do, just to see what they're looking at. And we'll just put simple sigma channels on it. You could see the pressure here building on the downside for the CI diff. So we have to be very careful today on the downside. Then I'm sorry. I mean, this is not full day. This is 30 minutes. So currently, there's a pressure on the downside. It had a good bounce overnight. This was the problem. This was what I was showing earlier. This was a news driven, thanks to Powell and what's his name? Yellen. Her name Yellen. Okay. What is going on here, dude? Huh? Okay. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, last night these were posted. The ES, NQ, and CL were posted. They were not posted Monday night. I put them back on the calendar. This is what I'm looking at. This is the stuff I'm working on now. So we'll give you an update. The double bubbles and the dots have been incredible. Absolutely incredible. You can see the bounce backs. Okay. That's it for me. Any questions? We started a little bit later than normal. We'll try to do it a little bit sooner next time. Any questions for me? Scott, welcome. Let's see, Michael Becker. Okay, BP. Please use your full name, sir. Whoever is BP, we won't allow you to come here with initials. We don't do that. It's out of respect to others. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Anything else? Any comments for me? Any questions? Okay, guys. We'll see you on the other side. Thank you.